Hello and welcome to another SonicWALL video tutorial. My name is MG Sriramaya, Senior Tech Support Engineer, SonicWALL. In this video, I am going to show you how to configure WPA-EAP authentication for wireless. Extensible Authentication Protocol or EAP uses username and password to authenticate wireless clients. EAP requires a radio server to be configured in the network. In this video, I will describe how to configure the SonicWALL built-in wireless radio for WPA-EAP authentication and how to set up a radio server for this purpose using the Windows Network Policy Server. These are the configuration steps. Configure the SonicWALL built-in wireless radio for WPA-EAP authentication. Configure the Windows Network Policy Server for radius authentication. Configure a wireless client to connect using WPA-EAP. I am logged into the management interface of an NSA 220 wireless and I am on the network interfaces page. Here you can see the default interface of the built-in wireless. It is configured with an IP address of 172.16.31.1. You may change it to an IP address of your choice. Navigate to the wireless page. You can see here wireless is currently disabled. Let us enable it by going to the settings page. Here, make sure radio role is set to access point. Enable the checkbox Enable WLAN radio. Under SSID, change the default SSID to one of your choice. For this video tutorial, we choose CORP Wi-Fi. Leave the remaining options with default settings. Click on Accept at the top to save the settings. Now go to the security page. Click on the authentication type drop-down and select WPA2 Auto EAP. Set the cipher type to Auto. Under EAP settings, enter the IP address of the radius server under radius server 1 IP. For this video, we enter 192.168.168.3. Here, enter a shared secret. Make a note of this secret because we need to enter the same secret when configuring the radius server. Click on Accept at the top to save the changes. Go to the DHCP server page under Network. Enable the checkbox Enable DHCP v4 server. By default, a DHCP scope will be auto-created by the SonicWALL. Let us now configure the radius server. I am logged into a Windows 2008 Active Directory server. This server has Network Policy Server services and Active Directory certificate services installed in it. Open the Network Policy Server. Right-click on Radius Clients under Radius Clients and Servers. Click on New Radius Client. Make sure Enable this Radius Client is checked. Enter a friendly name. Under Address, enter the IP address of the interface behind which this server is located. Under Shared Secret, enter the same secret we set in the SonicWALL. Click on OK to save. Click on Policies and expand it. Here, under Connection Request Policies, you can see a default policy. Make sure this policy is configured with the default settings. Right-click on Network Policies and click on New. In the Policy Wizard, enter a name for this policy and click on Next. Under Conditions, select User Groups and then Domain Users. Under Specify Access Permission, select Access Granted and click on OK. Under EAP Types, click on Add. Select Protected EAP. Below this window, keep the default authentication methods and click on Next. Here, keep the default radius attributes. Click on Finish. Now double-click on this policy. Click on the Constraints tab. Under Authentication Methods, select Microsoft PEAP and click on Edit. In this window, under Certificate Issued, make sure the certificate is a valid CA certificate. By default, when Active Directory Certificate Services is installed, it automatically issues certificates to RAS and IAS servers on your network. Let us now configure a wireless client for WPA-EAP and test this configuration. I am on a Windows 7 wireless enabled PC. Open Network and Sharing Center and click on Manage Wireless Networks. Click on the Add button at the top. Click on Manually Create a Network Profile. Under Network Name, enter the SSID we set in the SonicWALL, Corp Wi-Fi. Under the Security Type drop-down, select WPA2 Enterprise. Click on Next. Click on Change Connection Settings. In the Properties of this connection, click on the Security tab. Here, under Choose a Network Authentication Method, make sure Microsoft PEAP is selected and then click on Settings. Uncheck the option Validate Server Certificate. Under Select Authentication Method, make sure Secured Password is selected and then click on Configure. If this PC is not part of the AD domain, uncheck the option Automatically Use Windows Logon Name and Password. Click on OK. Click on OK again. Here, click on the Advanced Settings. Under the first tab, enable the checkbox Specify Authentication Mode. Select User Authentication and click on Save Credentials. Here, we enter the username and password of a user who is a member of the Active Directory. Click on OK. Click on OK and then close the profile. Now click on the wireless icon and select Corp Wi-Fi and click on Connect. It has connected. This concludes this video on how to configure WPA-EAP authentication for wireless. Thank you for watching this video. To learn more about Dell SonicWALL security products, visit dellsoftware.com/solutions/network-security. For more video tutorials, visit dellsoftware.com/support.